Hello everyone. Today's video is dedicated to discussing the principles of honor that once governed Western civilization. These rules were not only real but also extensive, and disputes concerning honor were often resolved by what was known as a peer court. In a previous video, I touched upon the principles of knighthood, but today I want to highlight one crucial aspect: honor applied strictly among peers or those of a higher social standing. It is a misconception that honorable individuals were required to uphold these principles toward people who didn't abide by them. If there is reasonable suspicion that someone does not respect your values, there is no sense in bending to accommodate them. Since the days of chivalric oaths, this principle has been a cornerstone of Western conduct. When knighthood subdued pagan Europe militarily, it introduced a new paradigm. We defeated you by the brutal rules of your word, but now we offer you the Christian principle of love. We do not attack you further, but instead grant you the freedom to convert willingly. Why was this conversion term voluntary, despite being enforced militarily? Because in 11th century France, practices like cannibalism and other forms of barbarity were shockingly commonplace. Knights sought to eradicate such savagery, and after doing so, offered the populace, the people, a chance at a civilized existence. And the shift in modern perception I can say today shaped by guilt stemming from two devastating world wars. Western men often believe they should always act politely and avoid aggression at all costs. The narrative suggests that responding without force will showcase your moral superiority, earning your respect and isolating your aggressor from the crowd. But this has never truly been the Western way, particularly during its zenith in the 13th century. Such attitudes are rarely respected by those of lower moral or social standing, which is precisely why they occupy those lower positions in society, at least from moral perspective. Upholding noble values often requires generations of effort to elevate oneself into the true middle class, a class that throughout most of Western history was deeply rooted in Christian ethics. So now, dealing with people of lower standards. When engaging with someone of a lower moral or social standing, you face a choice. Either lower yourself to their level or hold firmly to your principles. If you compromise, you're not teaching them to rise to your standards. Instead, they feel validated because you adjusted to them. This creates no meaningful progress. By abandoning your higher principles for the lesser ones, you achieve nothing. Is this a sense of superiority? Not exactly. It is a belief in the superiority of the principles you hold. If you truly believe in them, why forsake them for someone else? By standing firm, you compel others either to emulate you or to adjust their behavior to align with yours. Either way, it's a win-win situation. So, the danger of mutual compromise. Reciprocity in such matters contradicts your values and leads to submission to someone who follows a different moral code. This is not the Western way. It is a distorted form of diplomacy with two potential outcomes. Using diplomatic language to manipulate someone into acting according to your plan, which is inherently immoral and manipulative. Second, forsaking your principles in favor of someone else's, which ultimately leads to the erosion of your civilization and social norms. Okay? Those are my 2 cents. That's all. All best, guys. Take care.